for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the Detroit Lions. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Now it's Parker. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And got his man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Back to throw again. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Read option, here's Montgomery. A great move by Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Santos. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0.
So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
From the 6. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, he'll drop to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now back to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Read it well, and it's picked. There he goes, right side. 30, past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick-6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Santos with the extra point. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in there.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. He's going to wind up and air it out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Spinning away. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger point.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. 20! Touchdown, Detroit! Saquon Barkley. 76 yards. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Play action. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down.
They snap it to Fields.
This pass complete to Reynolds. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. The touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Now it's Parker.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he almost had his second pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, Can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Santos. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 36, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year and 4th overall.
As the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
He dumps it off to Barkley. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Second and 2.
They'll throw now on the final play. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Now they try the right side here. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third down, Fields. On the right side, he finds Burnett. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Akeem Hicks that time on the tackle.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Here's Fields. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Fields. Buying time to his left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A big connection on that one. 32 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for two. They'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender, because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
On first down, it's Fields. And off the deflection, it's caught. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. Fields on first down. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Santos. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23. Fields now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Now the point after try for Santos. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down at the 31. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young.
And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to air one out. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that'll be taken in by Strong.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns.